I've been having a little bit of fun out here. I got the press mounted. You know, honestly, I videoed the process and it's just horribly boring to watch, so that just got cut out. But suffice to say, what I did is I drilled through the wood, and then there's, you know, obviously a sheet metal top of the bench. I drilled through that and pushed them through. I used some big fender washers on the underside of the cabinet here, and some big wing nuts so that I can easily remove this if I really needed the space. But I really don't think I'm going to now that I'm looking at it. I also kind of cheated on top. Let me show you here. Hang on. So I've got my Hoover trimming die or trimming tool. It is actually using one of the bolts that holds the wood down. So it's pre-drilled and tapped and everything, and it's all nice and tight. So there's that one. And then you can see over here I have my Accuracy 1 bullet seating gauge, and I've got that mounted using the other one over here. And so it still holds down the wood. It's really tight. I torqued it down, and so both of these tools are now in a somewhat permanent position. I can always take them out real easily if I need to. I'm just trying to minimize how many holes I put in this thing right now. If I end up going to a T-track system in the future, I can obviously put these on a T-track system, and that's fine. But I am trying to get it up and running right now without too many distractions, and I think this setup's going to work real good for me. My scale is all plugged in now. It's on its granite, so that's a granite pad, and then the anti-static pad is clipped onto a ground. It's all ready to go. I'm hoping next week I will have the backstop in place, and I'll show you that. It'll be super cool when I get that done. And other than that, not too much going on top other than, you know, my wrenches over here. But let's look at my drawers a little bit. Again, still working on this, but so far I have in this drawer, hang on. These drawers are bigger than I remember. Okay, so in this drawer, you can see I've got some pens. I'm using some of the Arco, what are these called? The Acrobins. And using those, I've got pens and my caliper stuff and shell holders, and then you know, just some odds and ends that I use on a regular basis in this drawer. Next drawer down, I've got some stuff that I don't use as often. Some of my dies, my Teslong. Back here, I've got my primer seeder and my arbor press. And then I've got my boxes of bullets that are the open boxes here. And then these are all my Hoover punch tips for the seating or the bullet tipping die. Next drawer down, I am running, these are all my, okay, batteries always go out at the most inopportune time, and I wasn't paying attention. So let's get this situated back up. So I forget where I left off, so I'm just gonna start over here. I've got my boxes of ammo, so I've got 800 pieces of brass, and then each one is kept within its own box, so this makes life real easy. And I've got this 50 round box down here. This is my cleaning box, and it's just, you know, I'll have to do a cleaning video because everybody asked me to, but it's just one of these smaller MTM boxes that I think it's MTM, yeah, MTM boxes. I really like it. I've never had a good place to keep it, and it's always been a kind of a thorn in my side sitting around, so now I've got a place to put it. I'm sure I'll find some other bigger stuff to put in this bottom drawer. And then over on this side, I've got tools. So I've got a small Sterilite box with some wrenches and scissors and stuff, and then a few of my other things that I don't use as often, bullet puller, you know, the kinetic bullet pullers, and you know, a bench brush, you know, for cleaning off, and some other things like that. So right now, that's what I've got going on. Down here, do I have, yeah, I've got powder down there right now, so I can keep about 32 pounds down there, but I am going to be making an actual, either a 1-inch lining for inside of this or a dedicated 1-inch box out of wood for it. So we'll see on that. So there's what I've got so far. I got to go do some things now, but real world calls. But I'm going to keep getting this set up. I'm taking next week off from shooting because I've got some stuff going on. So I don't shoot for about a week and a half. So I'm hoping this weekend I'll get a bunch of this done. I'm hoping to get that backstop on the bench sooner than later. Maybe tomorrow I'll go see if I can get what I need for it. But hopefully I can start reloading on this soon. And I'm very excited. It's so far it's met pretty much all of my wants and needs. I really wish I'd done this sooner, but you know, they aren't cheap, and I was fortunate to find this for about half off because it was damaged, and totally worth it for me because the part that was damaged didn't really affect me. So I have it, and we'll go from there. So stay tuned. This ends part 2 though.